Very good morning, students. Students, this is third video. Now, in this video, we understand form of money, right? The first is fiat money and fiduciary money. Second is full worded money and credit money. Now, we understand the fiat money and fiduciary money. What is the fiat money? Money that the government guarantee as a legal tender, right? Fiat money derive its value from government regulation or law. Means this money is uh, authorized by the governments as a medium of exchange, legal medium of exchange, we can say. It has no instinct worth what it is printed on, its worthless, right? Commodity money means the money is made of commodities such as gold, that is called commodity money. Means Austrian gold corona. So the money is made up of commodity such as gold, and it has no instinct worth what it is printed on, it's worthless, that is fiat money. Means like it papers, government issue coins and the papers, that is the fiat monies. The paper value is suppose that in 100 rupee or 500 rupee. What is the paper value? Very less. But if we government print on 500 in that paper, then the value of the paper is 500, and same 200 papers if we government print. So there is the no value of the papers, only the value of face what the government printed or issue as a legal tender, that is called fiat money. Understand? Fiat money more understands money gets the value its value from government orders. That means government declare fiat money to be legal tender, which require all people and firms within country to accept it as medium of payments or exchange. Unlike commodity money, fiat money is not backed by any physical commodity. Its instinct value is significantly lower than its face values. Means the commodity value is very less. Hence, the value of fiat money is derived from the relationship between supply and demand. In fact, most modern economics based on fiat money systems. Right? This is the 100 rupee notes. You can say this is the issue by the government as a legal. Right? Right? Legal tenders. This is the 100 rupee note, fiat money. Understand? Now, fiduciary money, you understand? Fiduciary money depends for its value on confidence that it will be generally accepted as a medium of exchange. Right? Fiduciary money refer to money backed up by the trust between the payer and payee. Example of fiduciary include check, bank notes or draft. This is only the money backed by the trust, the payer and the buyers. This is the trust between the buyer and the payer and the buyers, means who pay money to others. Suppose that you are paying 100 rupee to me by through the check or drafts. It is only on the basis of the trust I will accept it, right? And now the full worded money and credit money. Full worded money is money whose value as a commodity for non-monetary purpose. The value of metal coin, it is a great as its value as money. The main full worded money is a modern economies have been the coins of standard metal like gold and silver, whose value as a commodity for non-monetary purpose. Right? Keep in mind. Its it is a great as its value as money. Right? So that is the full worded money. We understand. Now the credit money. It is the money whose value of money face value is greater than the commodity values. Understand? Means M value M is greater than C, means money value is greater than commodity value, right? Example are tokens, coins, and promissory notes are part of the credit money. Tokens, representative token money, right? Bank deposit, these all are the credit money, means money value is greater than commodity values, right? So we understand the form of money, credit money, full worded money, right? We, its value is equal to the money value is equal to the commodity values, right? Understand? Or fiat money. So we understand it, the form of money, right? Thanks for watching this. Have a great day ahead.